Scaloni, mientras vemos a Luis de la Fuente, el hombre que hoy tratará de emular lo que hizo Vicente del Bosque hace 16 años.
Correcto, cuando lo ganaron en Sudáfrica 2010. Acá está la familia Boffer, que son los encargados de presentar el partido en esta manera tan clásica, poco futbolera, pero sí envuelta en el mundo del deporte. Los Boffer de un lado de la cancha a otro son los encargados de presentar este partido y los rivales, Faitelson.
Muy al estilo Las Vegas, muy al estilo del boxeo. Dos legendarias personas, voces.
Ahí está la imagen y la presentación. Y ya es todo listo. En una final que tiene una enorme historia que podríamos presenciar ya sea para España o Argentina. Un momento inolvidable. Cae la cuenta regresiva. Pónganse cómodos. Va a rodar la pelota el árbitro central. Volta en su cronómetro y dice que arrancan ya los primeros 45 minutos. Es la final de la Copa del Mundo. Gracias. Gracias por acompañarnos. El balón lo tiene Argentina con Tagliafico. Yamal quiere presionar. Tagliafico mete balón hacia adelante. Porro corta. Después Enzo Fernández y la pelota va a tener que ir hacia atrás. La tiene Emerick Laporte tocando para Cubarsí. Este hacia atrás con Unai Simón. La gente de Argentina empieza a cantar y empieza a apoyar desde la tribuna. Hasta ahí va a presionar la selección argentina. Y acá la tiene de nuevo Pau Cubarsí, el futbolista del Barcelona con sus 19 años. Tiene más de 100 partidos con el Barcelona. Escandaloso el dato del central del Fútbol Club Barcelona. Aymeric Laporte pisando la pelota. Presionar Enzo Fernández. Messi hace lo mismo. España mueve la pelota de nuevo. Cubarsí va para Olmo de primera intención. Oyarzábal, que lo vamos a ver haciendo esto durante todo el partido, saliendo de su zona. Porro pidiendo que alguien se desmarque. Rodri fungía como una opción. Van para Cubarsí. Y ahora para Fabián Ruiz, que ya recibe y quiere darse la vuelta. Y ya lo hace, levantando la vista, escaneando opciones. Toca el corto para Aymeric Laporte. Atención que viene España. Solo está Cucurella. Laporte intentando romper la línea. Va para Dani Olmo al frente. Baena de primera. Va para Olmo. Ahora Cucurella puede encarar la marcación de De Paul. Otra vez va en corto. Atención con Alex Baena. Puede meter el servicio. Va atrás para Fabián Ruiz. España con una posesión de pelota larga. Se equivoca Fabián. Falta sobre Nico González, la primera del partido, Jenny.
Sí, lo que va a intentar España es que Fabián se acerque un poquito más a Rodri para esa salida de balón, porque piensa que a Rodri le van a intentar tapar para que no tenga esa salida más clara, y van a jugar con un 2 y un Olmo que tiene que estar en una posición muy fija.
La araña, Julián Álvarez puede meterle cambio de juego, prefiere ponerle calma y va intentando ir y otra vez apoyándose, donde ya la tiene Enzo Fernández. Cuti, De Paul, Enzo, miramos hacia atrás con Romero. España no va a presionar, ahí lo hace Olmo, va acompañando también Oyarzábal. Platícanos un poco también, Julio Ibáñez, cómo pega el sol ahí en el terreno de juego.
Mucho calor, alrededor de 28 grados centígrados. Es importante y me parece que será una de las condiciones que puede tener y marcar este cotejo, Andrés. Jueves y viernes muy mala calidad del aire. Ayer una tormenta que inclusive hizo que se cancelara el entrenamiento de España. Hizo gimnasio y hasta ahí. Mientras que Argentina, después de 45 minutos de retraso, sí saltó al terreno de juego.
McAllister recibiendo de Enzo. Rodrigo De Paul. Va para Cuti. Presión de Olmo. Romero tiene que apoyarse atrás, donde ya la tiene el Dibu Martínez. Se le va a dar toda la vuelta. Lisandro Martínez tocando para Tagliafico. Este hacia adelante para McAllister. Mala la entrega y nervios en el terreno de juego.
Correcto, el nerviosismo inicial. Entiende Argentina que lo más preciado que tiene el fútbol de España es el balón, la pelota. Y que sin el balón le puedes controlar al conjunto español. Por eso hay una feroz lucha por hacerse de la pelota en minutos iniciales de la final.
Mira, Laporte quiere meter el trazo largo. Acaban señalándole la falta en ese costado del terreno de juego. Se queja Montiel que no tomó a Baena, aunque se estaban tomando los dos. Y Vinicius le dice calma, que esta es la repetición de la jugada. El trazo de Laporte, pues bueno, se iban tomando los dos, aunque el árbitro estaba cerca de la acción y dijo que hay falta de parte de Montiel.
Esperemos que este árbitro, como dijo el cantante, deje correr mucho. Lo más importante que no marque faltitas para que tengamos un buen ritmo de juego.
Sí, pero bueno, que no se le vaya mucho también de las manos. Que si empezamos así al principio.
Ahora Oyarzábal, va para Lamine, Yamal, engancha Yamal, mete el cambio de juego, Olmo, controla Yamal. Se queda con la pelota el Dibu Martínez, se juntó Olmo, se juntó con Yamal, la jugada que hicieron por derecha, cómo movieron el balón, cómo engancharon y Olmo con esta asistencia maravillosa por el cruzamiento también del Dibu Martínez, que a 2 tiempos se quedó con el balón, Jenny.
Sí, la primera de España ya empieza.
Ojo con esta, atención Rodri, le puede pegar Yamal de nuevo, Yamal servicio, acaba cortando como puede Lisandro, después quiere seguir jugando Enzo, traba con todo Rodri, gana Rodri, jugó hacia atrás, ahora Yamal, tocó de primera intención la pelota para jugar así que se le va a la Porta a continuación, la pierde la Porta, para Messi, mano a mano, cortó Unai solo, intentaba Julián Álvarez pegar la puerta, pero no pudo recuperar el balón, ya acá la tiene España, y puede ir Fabián, pero le va a poner calma a la acción, empezó con todo el partido.
No, hombre, si llevamos 5 minutos, yo no sé cómo voy a acabar al final, ¿eh?
pero además España demostrando que no viene a especular absolutamente nada.
Primeras llegadas españolas.
El partido,
Totalmente. Las 2 primeras ya son de España, ya pues empieza a meter un poquito más atrás a Argentina, y España lo que quiere, lo que tú has dicho, que tenga balón, y eso es lo que a España le gusta.
Balón que tiene MESSI Laporte, levantando la vista, intentando ir al frente, toca en corto para Fabián Ruiz de nuevo, Laporte va hacia la izquierda, Baena. Puede encarar, Baena de derecha, no había nadie adentro del área, por eso no metió el servicio Fabián a darle toda la vuelta. Acá la tiene Rodri, abre con Lamine Yamal, ya recibe la pelota Yamal con sus 2 primeras intervenciones, parece que anda conectado hoy Yamal, va para Rodri, atrás para Cubarsí, la va pidiendo Fabián Ruiz y ya recibe Fabián, buscando opciones, Rodri de nuevo, España cuidar el balón. Aprovecho para saludar a Juan Pizorín, que estuvo en toda la previa con nosotros, corriendo desde la cancha hasta el palco de transmisión. Juan Pizorín, ¿cómo andas? Buenas tardes.
Muy bien, Andrés, Jenny, David y toda la gente que nos sigue hasta donde llegue la señal. Partidazo, las credenciales en la cancha. Los dos que esperan, ¿no? Los dos también quieren salir a presionar, pero tienen ese grado de temor, de equivocarse, de quedar fuera de jugada y después tener la consecuencia cuando se arregló demasiado Laporte. Pero estamos viendo un partido de fútbol muy bien jugado y creo que nos espera una espectacular jornada deportiva.
Y mira qué bien le hizo Oyarzábal, va para Rodri, sigue Rodri, parecía empujón por la espalda, el cambio de juego, el árbitro dice juegue, atención que la tiene Cucurella, levantando la vista, va para Olmo, buscando opciones, le va a dar la vuelta, Pedro Porro le puede pegar, Porro tiene buena derecha, en corto Oyarzábal, taco, Porro, le puede pegar Porro, parecía falta sobre Porro, el árbitro central dijo que no había nada, Nico González no va a poder llegar por esa pelota, yo quiero verla de nuevo, Jenny.
Sí, desde aquí me ha parecido falta, porque además sí, es que se quedaba solo.
Es la famosa intercepción con el cuerpo. El árbitro piensa que le está metiendo el cuerpo, que está jugando la pelota, pero pudo haber cobrado tranquilamente.
Es que ocupa el espacio del futbolista, de la inercia de la jugada del futbolista español. Pero bueno, ya el árbitro dejó claras sus credenciales, sus intenciones.
Mira a Olmo con esta pelota para Cucurella, muy bien de Pola, puede perder de Pola, jugó de más, va para McAllister, para todos los jóvenes, vean Oyarzábal, recupera la pelota, va para Yamal, Oyarzábal de nuevo, Oyarzábal buscando opciones, la cuida y pensó que Yamal estaba por derecha, iba a decir, las últimas 2 intervenciones de Oyarzábal fueron geniales, una en medio campo para darle salida y la otra, la asistencia para Porro, era una genialidad lo que estaba haciendo Oyarzábal.
Sí, es lo bueno que tiene, y es también lo que le va a hacer a los argentinos, que no sepan a quién agarrarse, a Dani Olmo, a Mikel cuando baja, y el
नंबर डिफेंड करता था भाई वो अभी इस पॉइंट में बचा है गोल ये जो आया ना आगे अभी इसको क्या हो गया विधान तेरे को मैं सैलेंसर दिला दूंगा भाई मेरे ट्रक का सैलेंसर दिला दूंगा
stretch out his legs so close
और
to the
वो
opening
तेरा
goal.
रोला ऐसा हो जाएगा ना
He hasn't had a marquee game yet, Lamine Yamal. He's got a
तेरा
goal.
रोला करवा
He's
दूंगा
built his
फिर
way
तेरे
into this
बुलेट में ट्रक
tournament,
का सैलेंसर
and it
सोच
just feels in a game like this, you're going to look to guys
अब
like
क्लियर है ना भी
Messi,
प्रकार अब
like
क्लियर है
Lamine
क्या
Yamal, to be a difference maker.
Luis De La Fuente has said
Like
multiple
a
times in
Chamadra
multiple ways this tournament, you just have to let Lamine be Lamine. Don't compare him to Messi. Don't compare him to Maradona. As he said before the semifinal, we are convinced his great World Cup day is still to come.
9 minutes. 9 minutes of the game, bitch.
Not for the first time today. A little bit of an errant pass, as you see
Wait,
the
Donald
president
Trump.
of the United States. A little bit hard to see with the glare of the glass in front of him, but you've got the president of FIFA that looks like Ronaldo, the Brazilian Ronaldo, a World Cup winner, who was giving his greetings here. The King of Spain is in attendance. The president of Argentina is not, and he said that was very intentional. He's superstitious. He's watching this game the same place, the same spot in the presidential residence that he watched the others wearing the same coat as well.
As we said, it's religion to so many people around the world. The way they follow their national team, how they live and breathe on every single kick of the ball.
Nico Gonzalez trying to pressure there on Porro as well to recover the second ball. There's a little bit of a swirling breeze as you can see the field's in full sunshine. It's a little bit of a beaten up field. They've not played a game here in 2 weeks to try to let it heal as much as possible for this final, as Yamal can't keep that one in play. Is this what you were expecting, first 10 minutes?
Yeah, these are the two best teams in the tournament, feeling each other out right now, trying to execute their tactical plans, trying to get the row in the rhythm of the game as well. That was one thing I said about Spain. Look, they're going to have the ball. It was what were Argentina going to do to try to combat that and try to disrupt that. They tried to press. Now they're sitting back a little bit deeper in their defensive set. And that's what Spain do to you. They have the ability to use the ball and move you around and deflate that type of enthusiasm that Argentina started with.
Or a long switch looking for Baena. Montiel battling the sun in his eyes there as that one came down. Here's Rodri now. Cucurella making a big run inside. Comes to Fabian Ruiz. He'll hook this one, and Oyarzabal let it go. It's clipped off the heel of Lisandro Martinez, and it's the first corner kick of the game for either side.
A lot of conversations going on right now in the back for Argentina. I think they're getting stretched too much in the middle of the field. And that's because you've got two center midfielders, McAllister and Enzo Fernandez, and they're looking around, and there's 3 or 4 red shirts. And then they get stretched, the gaps open up, then Spain hit the other side, and then there's bodies crashing the box. And they're trying to figure out that relationship and that balance between getting drawn out of their shape, and now they're going to have to defend the first corner of the game.
You can see the way that breeze kind of swirling around the stadium bowl, rippling the players' shirts. Alex Baena to take. His out swinging ball. It's going to be brought down by Dani Olmo and then poked away at the second chance by Romero. Held in by Spain. Olmo trying to reset for Lamine Yamal. Turned 19 on Monday. Baena has the cross blocked down. Here's the teenager Yamal again, just going to shepherd it out. He was completing his high school exams when he was winning the Euros 2 years ago, Lamine Yamal. He has become a global star at Barcelona. Can he join Kylian Mbappe and Pele, not just as winning the World Cup as a teenager, but as being the star in doing so? Pau Cubarsí on the ball here as well is also a teenager. First time in history a team has started 2 teenagers in a World Cup final.
It's pretty amazing. You think about the occasion, and even for Cubarsí, who's on the ball now, he's just kind of glided under the radar a little bit as a 19-year-old that's played every minute for Spain and has not looked out of place for a single second. Just so composed.
At a position as well, you tend to think about veteran experience more than youth at this level. Romero won the wrestling match with Oyarzabal there. Messi still hasn't really gotten on the ball except for that one brief moment.
But he won't be too worried. That's the way he plays these days for Argentina. So many people say, oh, he's walking around the field. He's not involved in the game. He's not involved in the game until he needs to be involved in the game. And that's in the attacking part of the field. You don't really want him chasing around, trying to win the ball back against the Spanish team.
Big tackle by McAllister on Dani Olmo, and the first big decision for Slavko Vincic of Slovenia to make. Very, very experienced referee, especially in high-stakes, high-emotion games.
I actually expected this a little bit earlier in the game. So I'm okay with that not being a yellow yet. That's because look how the contact of the foot didn't look like it was extended and caught him on the ankle, but that's Argentina setting the tone. They don't like really how the first 15 minutes of this game have gone.
And there was indeed no yellow card for that.
Oh, bhai, ek yellow card bhi nahi.
Up to his feet, the Spanish bench was furious that there was not a card.
Kuch bhi nahi diya, bhai.
Will Ferrell in attendance here.
ठीक है भाई, भीख और
former coach
इज्जत की ट्रॉफी तो अच्छा ही है भाई, इज्जत की यार.
Williams in the building here in New Jersey as it goes long, too long for Oyarzabal. Quarter hour played to the final of the 23rd FIFA World Cup. Spain the best defensive team here, Argentina the best attacking team at least through the semi-final. Those numbers got skewed a bit yesterday between France and England.
What you're hearing now is the Argentine fans also recognizing the moment where their team needs a little bit of a lift. That comes from the tackle.
And Messi takes the immediate hit from behind from Alex Baena. Maybe his second touch of the game so far.
They're not going to let him have space either. And this is the part with Messi as well. He still does and will always possess an aura. But so many of these players came through La Masia and idolized Lionel Messi. It's hard to say that about fellow professionals, and you're looking across the way, but this is a god to so many people. And now you're facing him in a World Cup final. So they're going to put a lick on him as well, and not just going to bow down, that's for sure.
And Rodrigo de Paul, who spent a lot of his career playing in Spain, one of a number of Argentine players with a lot of professional experience in Spain. To take this free kick, he'll clip it into the back post, and just too far in the end.
It almost finds Gonzalez, who was an interesting inclusion. It's his first start of the tournament. He's been a guy that's brought a spark off the bench. But this is what Lionel Scaloni does. He's done this throughout all his tenure at Argentina, moving players around, changing tactics, changing formations, going for the right players for the right moments. And typically, he's always had the answers. We get first time Lamine Yamal 1v1.
What a touch that was by Yamal to bring it down on Tagliafico, and waiting for support into a good area. Emiliano Martinez, who, keep in mind, has been playing this whole tournament with a broken finger on his right hand. And look at the way he catches this ball. It's kind of one-handed still.
Wow, what a touch, too. Just cushions that ball, watching it all the way over his shoulder, and then gets to take you on. And those are situations Argentina absolutely want to avoid.
Unai Simon under some pressure there from Alvarez's hard running. And he hears it from the Argentine fans. Martinez going long. There's Nico Gonzalez. It bounced off his shoulder. He's going to fall kindly for him. He's got Alvarez in the center, and that was a last-ditch, had-to-be-right tackle from Pedro Porro. Tagliafico flying in, trying to break that play up the other way. It's going to be a free kick for Spain. And now it's Argentina's turn to leap all up off their bench and yell at the referee.
A couple of second balls and bodies flying into each other. Tagliafico throwing his body straight into Lamine Yamal. This was the one from Gonzalez. He's not even looking at the ball. Perfectly controls it off the back of his shoulder. And then, as you said, he was almost in. But the ball bounced straight to Pedro Porro as Julian Alvarez was wide open in the middle. I do agree with what Zlatan said as well. In games like this, the the team that can make the least mistakes ends up being the one that can win. And you're seeing a little bit of that. Teams playing a little bit cautious. You don't want to open up. You want to try to find advantages to take advantage of them. But right now you're not seeing a team give anything away.
Angle there on the far side between Romero and Baena. Pressure there from Olmo. It's going to be a free kick for Argentina as he came diving in off the throw in there. And Enzo Fernandez is down.
There's not a whole lot in that. He's trying to play the ball too. It's a foul, but it's nothing more. Although Enzo Fernandez is selling it as more. This is all part of the game, trying to manipulate our referee, trying to influence him.
Brad Pitt also among the fans here. Oh, it's Matt Damon. That's Matt Damon. We have a lot of glare in our monitors too. Apologize to both. Lionel Scaloni looking on. Chance to become the second man ever to win the World Cup as a head coach twice. Argentina try to go back-to-back and be the first to do that since Brazil in 1962. Italy did it as well in the 1930s. The ball was taken off by McAllister, and then Yamal poked it away from behind. Yamal, great touch to get it away quick. Not quick enough for Lisandro Martinez. There's Messi's third touch of the game. And number 4.
Wow, इतने चोर लोग हैं ना रेफरी ये कमेंटेटर भी होंगे साले. इतने बार टच किया चाटेंगे तब भी उसको साले. बढ़िया
It's going to stay in play. It's going to spin backwards there, and Romero had to be alert. And it was offside on Oyarzabal there.
Just finding Argentina with the ball too narrow. They're not able to get their fullbacks. They're not taking that risk to get them higher up the field to give them some width. Like right there, now the ball's turned over almost. But they're trying to play diamond in the middle, trying to combat that overloading that Spain do in that situation. But by doing so, where Spain are stepping up with their pressure, they just can't find any connections. That's why you've seen them bypassing the midfield and just going long like this, trying to find a second ball, which they've done. We'll see if Gonzalez was onside. It appears he was.
Yeah, he steered back the ball from Julian Alvarez, and now Messi knocked down by Nico Gonzalez. No one there in that spot to pick it up, though. And the flag does come up. Andres Kovacic, assistant referee on the far side, as he's supposed to do, letting the sequence play out before raising the flag, and the whistle goes. Trying to turn inside and lost it to Lisandro Martinez. Here's Rodrigo De Paul.
गोल पड़ने वाला है मेरे को लग रहा है. देखा ही नहीं है. हाँ अरे हाँ साफ नहीं देखे थे ना.
No options to play for Lisandro Martinez. Just going back now, he's going to have to dump it away. Great pressure, he's onside.
Oyarzabal going to find it there. Enzo Fernandez does enough, just kind of throwing his body in so that Oyarzabal couldn't control it.
अरे टेंशन नहीं थी ना कल के मैच में इन लोगों को पता
है. Martinez just plays it to no one.
तो जो मर्जी आ रहा है वैसे खेलो.
It's a fun matchup between those two. As mentioned, Oyarzabal has scored in all 6 finals he's ever played for club and country. Emiliano Martinez, Argentina's goalkeeper, has won all 5 finals in which he's ever played in for club and country in his career. Cucurella's cross takes a deflection, and that will spin behind for Spain's second corner of the game.
And there's the difference between the two teams, at least with the ball, is that you have your left back and Cucurella a little bit more free to get forward because Spain are so comfortable with the ball. Always connected, so he knows, okay, I've got the freedom. Montiel's pushed up a little bit. I'm going to take advantage of that space. He does. Takes a little deflection, goes out for a Spanish corner. And normally they take these short. They've actually been putting the first couple direct into the box, trying to dump it right on top of Emi Martinez.
And once again, we'll hook it in. Martinez, that's a comfortable catch for him. We are 1 dead ball away from our first half hydration break. How do you see it?
I see Spain having the advantage, but they haven't really had any opportunities in front of goal. Just the early deflected shot that Martinez had to save. But certainly in the way in which they're pressing like this, they're putting Argentina under so much pressure where they can't play out of it until it gets at the feet of this man right here. That's going to be a foul for a little pull.
Not a ton there by Rodri, but just enough to slow him up and not let him away.
But I think even Messi recognizing, look, I've got to drop a little bit deeper. I've got to get involved in some of this possession to try to unbalance this Spanish defense. So he picks it up, glides past one, gets a little pull on the shirt and wins a foul.
And that takes us to our hydration break, powered by Powerade. 80 degrees, but plenty warm in the sunshine. Far from settled here. That's the closest chance so far off the foot of Lamine Yamal. Scoreless in the World Cup final between Spain and Argentina.
Mama always said, don't you give up, and your dreams won't give up on you.
What's holding you back? You're just as good as them. Go again.
Your wife gonna find you, but her angel's gonna guide you.
What the fuck is he doing, man? Holy fucker. I showed.
Latest game. Chad, check out isospeedfoundation.org/Africa to learn about these groups, man. Love y'all, man. See BTS perform. BTS is going to perform.
In 2017 was taking his UEFA Pro license. It's regarded worldwide as the highest coaching license you can get. It's a requirement for some jobs. And he was taking a course being taught at the Spanish Federation by that man. Luis de la Fuente was the instructor in the course. And the two of them have remained friends since. They're coaching against one another here at this World Cup final. What would the two conversations from the coaches have been there in that break?
Yeah, it was interesting, actually, individual conversations. But it was interesting seeing Scaloni going man-to-man, talking about little individual matchups, whereas De La Fuente had the command of his entire team there as a circle and as a group. And a lot of it looked like it was at Rodri and Olmo in the midfield. And that seems an area that I think they really feel they can get an advantage. Olmo's such a special player on what he does on and off the ball, but the way he pulls the opponent apart.
And among the trends we've seen from these teams at this tournament, Spain have not trailed for a single minute. And as we saw against France, that might be a handball on Alexis McAllister, and it is. They take the lead and they just strangle the game. Argentina on the other side have scored more goals in the final 15 minutes of games than any team ever at a World Cup. They've come from behind to win twice in the last 3 games. And it's another hit ball there. The Unai Simon just got away from Julian Alvarez. Cucurella trying to prevent it being a throw-in, and he's able to knock it off of De Paul. Spain get away with it.
And the field just freshly watered after that break. You'd think the ball would go a little bit quicker. It's under hit off the foot of Cubarsi. But good running from Julian Alvarez. I think there's certainly from the Argentine side a little bit of a renewed enthusiasm to go and press as a team to try to win the ball back. Feeling that in that first part of this first half that Spain really had too much time and space on the ball.
Trying to spin away there from Tagliafico, who hauls him down. Spain's bench want this to be the first yellow card of the game, and it does not look like they're going to get it.
Certainly an interesting technique for a tackle. First the arms, then the shirt, then the legs. But I do think we're getting to that point, though, where you're going to potentially see a yellow card on the next foul.
14-year age difference in that matchup between Tagliafico and Yamal.
सोच में इसी साल मतलब 18 साल पहले इसको नहलाया था ये मेसी 19 साल और आज ही उसके खिलाफ खेल रहे 19 साल में फाइनल में बोलता है कौन है
We're trying to fizz that into Dani Olmo, and it almost went all the way through to Baena.
Yamal हरा दिया ना बेइज्जती हो जाएगी मेसी.
Say Paul put it behind Montiel. Enzo Fernandez there was able to step up on his club teammate Cucurella. They played together at Chelsea. They actually won on this field a year ago this week, FIFA's Club World Cup.
But you see, Fernandez picks the ball up, good recognition, but how quickly Spain squeezed the ball with that. The game without the ball. And that's something that they don't get enough credit for. Only one goal against, and you think, okay, that's the defense. But their defense starts at the front of the field, and that's when the ball turns over. They all just,
Dangerous ball there between options. Cucurella able to nod it back for Unai Simon, and now they're able to build an attack out of it. But to your point, the best way Spain defend is just by not giving the other team the ball, certainly in any dangerous areas.
And if they give you the ball, they win it back very quickly. So they don't give you time to get your head up and pick a pass and get up the field.
Yamal, and it's going to spin away from Olmo.
So what I would say is, for now, Argentina's fine. They're quite content. They haven't conceded many shots on goal. But as the game goes, it gets more difficult because you start to tire, you get fatigued, you can't make that extra run 5 yards, and then the space opens up. That's why you need spells throughout the game to have the ball, to have possession, to wear down the opponent. But they're just playing direct. They have no interest in playing through.
Gonzalez able to get a flick. Alvarez is chasing. Kubarsi able to head it away. Just past the half-hour mark here at New York, New Jersey Stadium in the FIFA World Cup final. Spain are here for just the second time in their history. They won it in 2010. For all that we think of Spain as a major soccer nation, and they are, great success in the European Championships, much less so at the World Cup level. Christian Romero's under some pressure. De Paul, Montiel, they're just trying to play it off a Spanish player to get a throw, and they can't. Cucurella is able to win it back. Fabian Ruiz, Alex Baena, Montiel defending. Great little pump fake and cutback. Baena's cross met by Romero, cleared by Montiel. And by contrast, Argentina are here for a 7th time, tied with Brazil for the 2nd most in history. They can either win a 4th World Cup and go level with Germany and Italy for the 2nd most ever, or they could lose in the final for the 4th time and match Germany for the most World Cup final defeats in history. France were in this position 4 years ago. They were the defending champions. They could have become that first team since Brazil in '62 to go back-to-back. And they lost in the penalty shootout to Argentina. That ball stayed in play. And McAllister kept playing, and then he wins the free kick for Argentina.
He's actually pretty clever here. He starts to put his hand up to say the ball's out, and then he kept it in. Gets around the corner. He actually only has one thing on his mind in this situation. He's got Rodri, a little bit of contact in the back, and then takes the contact to go down to win this free kick. And maybe this can be something that Argentina can create an opportunity from. It's brought their fans into the game again, because they really haven't done anything with the ball. It's been all Spain. And a highlight on that man, Romero. He has a goal in this tournament from a set piece. They have some big bodies up there.
Argentina, the best set-piece scoring team at this World Cup. Spain have allowed 1 goal from a dead ball situation in their last 25 games. It's going to be taken short. And it didn't quite start the way that Argentina would have wanted to, and it's not going to end the way they would have wanted to either. And Julian Alvarez just caught Porro there.
And maybe they're trying to move that to get a better angle or get a little bit closer to deliver a ball. But it just feels like a total waste in a game in which you're really under a lot of pressure with the ball. Without the ball, you finally have the ball in the attacking part of the field. And it's just been another turnover for Argentina.
Top scoring team through the semifinal round, yet to register a shot in this game, Argentina.
कितने लोग आ गए डिफेंसिव पार्टी में अर्जेंटीना के लिए 7 4 5 6 लोग हैं भाई सब पीछे भाग रहे 3 6 7 लोग
finds the angle. Cucurella, chance to cross, takes a touch, fires it in, stabbed away by Romero.
It's going to be offside on Cucurella. Just a little bit of a miscommunication when he started to run. But the problem really that Argentina are having also defensively is that, as you can see, Spain push a lot of numbers. Is Cucurella offside? It might have been really close. I think it was on that next touch, maybe just his left foot. Is that now you've got your outlet, Julian Alvarez, one of your forwards, your best goal scorer aside from Messi. He's back defending on top of his box. You just have no outlet with speed and transition, so Spain just release more and more defenders into the attack and outnumber you. You just can't defend that. So they have to have a threat the other way to keep Spain a little bit more honest, or they really start to squeeze on top of your box and you start conceding dangerous chances.
Where's that going to come from? What do they got to change?
It's possession. They've got to have possession, and it starts in the middle of the field. In these situations where Martinez has got the ball, you don't really see any free shirts. They put you under a lot of pressure. You have to beat a man. And I just think even a switch of play, Rodrigo de Paul right now, far side of the field, is waving. Can we get the ball to the other side? Can they have quick movements, quicker ball movement? The slower you move it, the easier it is for Spain.
Because not just De Paul, but Montiel right now has 40 yards between him and any player in a red shirt on the far sideline. And that's going to be a foul there as Rodri was hauled down.
कैसे किया इसको कुछ नहीं देगा ना कमीना रेफरी होते हैं वो बोले
We're looking long for the run of Dani Olmo. Lisandro Martinez able to bring it down. Yamal chasing him. Enzo Fernandez turned right into Baena. And he's able to prevent the immediate break. Still Spain take the ball. Oh, Cucurella, great touch. Can he get back to it on Montiel? No, it's a strong tackle by Gonzalo Montiel.
It's a great turn, first of all, but an even better tackle from Montiel. Look at the focus and the concentration, and then that little bit extra that they like to leave on you.
That was something Aymeric Laporte talked about coming in. We've not seen it quite as dramatically as we did in the first half against England Wednesday in the semi-final. The little extra shoves, the extra little kicks. Although that's a little bit extra there between Tagliafico and Yamal, and Lamine Yamal's getting upset. Great spot by Baena. Oyarzabal, Dani Olmo. Out for Cucurella. Cucurella gets a cross in, it bounces off Romero. Didn't even know it was coming in. Great control by Cucurella to bring it back down. Dani Olmo now. He'll hook this cross in. That was for Baena. It's away by Lisandro Martinez. Porro said it should have been a handball there as that ball back in was blocked. Alvarez trying to run the other way, and Roger is having none of that. And it's going to be a foul and a free kick for Spain.
And there you have Alvarez trying to run away with some speed. And then who's there? It's Rodri getting his body in front. Just always in the right place, right time. Yeah, sure, it hits his hand, but it's tucked in tight, natural position. Nothing giving there for a handball.
Laporte, once again, the center back, carrying into a pretty advanced position. Baena on Montiel. Baena drives it inside off a few, trying to cut it in for Dani Olmo. Argentina having a hard time right now in just these little moments. Pressure from Yamal, and it's given right back to Spain.
Just turning the screw a little bit right now, Spain. Every attack, there's a little bit more space, a little quicker ball movement, win the ball back a little bit quicker. Argentina have to get something going right now. It just feels for this Spanish team it's a matter of time.
Interchange there, just behind Olmo, finds Oyarzabal, and Emi Martinez is down to make his second save of the half, more than he made the whole game in the semifinal.
Yeah, and that's what they do. They spread you wide, then all of a sudden they hit you up the gut. The running of Dani Olmo again just drifts off the shoulder of Enzo Fernandez. He loses track of him. Ball falls. Oyarzabal doesn't really get enough of that one, but a good look at goal.
Nico Gonzalez flicks on the header. Kubarsi able to clear it away. Oyarzabal not just trying to continue this remarkable streak of scoring in every final in which he's played. He would, with a goal, become Spain's all-time leading goal scorer in a single World Cup. 5 goals at this tournament, tied with 2 others, including David Villa, who was a part of the team that won the World Cup in 2010. Montiel lost track of that ball, and he's able to get it back. Baena thought he was in. A little bit of space here for Argentina. McAllister, and he'll go backwards. Enzo Fernandez will roll it wide for Rodrigo de Paul, who hands it off to his Inter Miami teammate Lionel Messi.
Argentina में कंट्रोल नहीं रहती जिस टीम का खेल है बॉल पे.
De Paul kept it in play. He's going to find Messi. Julian Alvarez. Back out wide. Rodrigo de Paul. Blocked by Cucurella. Second chance. He was trying to just cycle it around. Oyarzabal stepped right in to take it, and that is indeed going to be the game's first yellow card. It's Lisandro Martinez on the receiving end.
And it's because he stops a potential counterattack for Oyarzabal, even though he really didn't have anywhere to go. It was just a bunch of white and blue shirts around him. But for the first time, Argentina actually having a little possession in the attacking half, and it came because Spain tried to play a long direct ball, because that is a late tackle, very clearly a yellow. But they weren't as connected as they had been in the attacking half to get pressure, so it allowed Argentina, for the first time in a long time, to play more than 2 consecutive passes.
Fabian Ruiz able to turn into some space. Enzo Fernandez was backing off. Rodri able to keep it on Montiel. Marcy, that was a lot for Oyarzabal to handle it, but he did. And he's going to cut that one back in. Pedro Porra lifting it up. No one in the back post in red. And Emiliano Martinez is going to come all the way out to get it.
Yeah, Porro takes up a nice position. Great ball into Oyarzabal, drifting out, finding that little passing lane, and then that cues the run in behind. Just bodies moving. That type of verticality really important. Just doesn't pick out a red shirt in the box.
Coming up, the Bank of America halftime show here on Fox. Rebecca, Thierry, Zlatan, and Alexi all in attendance with us here in New Jersey. It's another giveaway there by Argentina. Clever touch by Fabian Ruiz to keep it moving.
I do think, honestly, Argentina's thinking about halftime right now. Can we get to halftime with this at 0-0? The biggest issue they have beyond possession and all of that is they're getting spread out to defend, but then they're too spread out when they have the ball.
And Cucurella tees it up and didn't miss by much. Martinez felt comfortable there to let it go.
And there's just no connection. They just have no connection across the field right now. Cucurella has been putting the last couple into the box. This time takes a shot. Had a little bit of time. Has got a player down for Argentina actually right now behind the ball.
It is indeed Lisandro Martinez who is down.
Or Saint sub. Wow. Martinez giving the sub signal. Wow, that is big.
He had some injury issues in the spring. He's a player that talked about considering retirement a year and a half ago after he tore his ACL reinvented himself as a player to get back to this level, but he is not going to be able to make it to the halftime break. And in comes one of the most experienced defenders in the history of the World Cup, Nicolas Otamendi, who moves into the top 10 in tournament history. His 21st game played. But what a big loss for Lisandro Martinez. He's become a starter in this team ahead of Otamendi in the last 2 tournaments. And his World Cup final is done less than 44 minutes in.
And that's the hard part. That's the heart of your field right there in the middle. Center back position. It's a big area in the field in which you really like partnerships. Partnerships that work well together, that complement each other. So another reason that Argentina won halftime. Now you're bringing in a very experienced player in Otamendi, but he just hasn't played a lot with Romero. So the two of them in this tournament specifically, how quickly can he get into the flow of the game? He's going to try and stick a tackle in early.
As you see, he was the lone goal scorer the last time these two teams played in 2018. That was a 6-1 win for Spain.
Wemby in the house.
4 added minutes to come at the end of this first half. Martinez long, Julian Alvarez going to chase it down. Unai Simon able to clear outside his box. It just ran away from Alvarez there. Had a step on the defenders. They timed that perfectly. Kubarsi under some pressure from Messi. Simon able to clear. Otamendi first action. Won that ball out of the air. Nico Gonzalez trying to escape. Weaves around Porro. And then Porro lost the battle, won the war. Correa goes long, but out of play. Nice interchange there. De Paul running back under control. Gonzalo Montiel. Early ball in was under hit for Messi. Pressure from De Paul. Montiel couldn't chase it down. He was offside. Simon comes to get it. A tough moment right now for Lisandro Martinez as he will watch the rest of this game from the bench.
And it's an interesting final in the sense that it's tight, which is not unexpected. Spain have had a lot of the ball, not unexpected. Argentina, tough defensively, not unexpected. I still just think they're going to want to have a little bit more of that ball as the game goes on. They need to be a little bit more connected in their press. But if they get into halftime and it's 0-0, it's still very much anybody's game. And both teams have a lot of players off the bench that can make a big difference in the second half. So you've seen two teams in the first part playing not to really lose, but Spain just very methodical, very surgical in the way they try to break down this Argentine defense. It has opened up in moments, but nothing really clear-cut. So from Argentina's perspective, that's still a little bit of a win because this is what they would have expected. I just think that you've got to be more dangerous going the other way.
Rizabal couldn't return it. Messi tracking back to defend, took it away as Baena was making the run. And then Messi draws the foul. And as you said, he's not going to get involved all game, but he is going to get involved. And when he is, as England found out, as others have found out, that's when things change really quick. Second man ever to play in 3 World Cup finals, the first to start all 3. Cafu of Brazil came off the bench for one of his final appearances. And do you think Messi would love to leave the United States? Or I should say he's going to stay in the U.S. because he plays in Miami, but he would like to leave the tournament with that goal-scoring record that Kylian Mbappe snatched away from him yesterday in the third-place playoff. Minute to go in the first half of the final. As much as Argentina have been the late show at this tournament, Spain have won 2 of their games in the knockout stage. Very late on, Mikel Merino coming off the bench as a sub. Snatched late wins against Portugal and Belgium. Argentina yet to register a shot in this first half. Spain with the best chances to score. Emiliano Martinez with 2 saves in the first half, more than he made in the entire game in the semifinal Wednesday. And that is the first half coming to a close. Rebecca, Thierry, Zlatan, and Alexi on the other side of the break. 45 minutes down, 45 to go in the FIFA World Cup final. No score between Spain and Argentina.
What makes soccer the most searched sport in the world? Maybe it's because you only need a ball. Maybe it's because it gives us a reason to believe.
Look at me. I believe you can do this, all right?
Or ask ourselves, can I do that?
That is bicycle kick perfection.
Maybe it's because deep down, we all want an excuse to dance. Because for 90 minutes, we aren't strangers. Just 4 billion fans, all speaking the same language.
There's watching Spain, and then there's experiencing Spain with Platinum. Make your trip one to remember with the largest curated global hotel program. And at fine hotels and resorts, complimentary third night offers. And guaranteed 4 p.m. late checkout. Because you deserve a little extra stoppage time. For a life like no other.
15 मिनट का ब्रेक है, कम नहीं होगा।
Do not miss the halftime show. Don't miss it. Oh, way, oh, way, oh, way, oh. Let's go, we the champions. Oh, way, oh, way, oh. It is the World Cup time. Chat, everybody in the chat, hit the subscribe button. Like the stream. Let's hit 59 million. Let's try to hit 59 million, bro. If we hit 59 million in stream, bro, this will be absolutely amazing. Everybody, smash the subscribe button. Hit the subscribe button.
Maybe not the performance, but your reaction.
Just record. I flight this room for. Are you sure I gotta wait 12 hours for that? 1:30. A 1 a.m. post? I can still post it at 1 a.m. Oh, that's sick. That's Coldplay. Hi, Emma. Whoa. What is that? What the heck? Who made this? You made this? Bro, he made a change with me and Ronaldo. That's sick. This is hard. He made a custom diamond chain of me and Ronaldo. That's hard. Yo, that is insane. Dude. Yeah, I know, I've seen it. Thank you, bro. That's hard. That's hard. Pow. 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 Ouch. Chad, this performance is about to be lit. You should get right here.
But until then, is what you've seen, Thierry, of this World Cup final what you expected?
Exactly that.
They in our seats. Let us get back in our seats. We should just get back in our seats. What? Yeah, we should. Yeah, I think it'd be better. Chad, look at the performance, bro. Chad, this is Coldplay. That's Coldplay colors. Chad, we gotta dance. Hey, we gonna be dancing. You should get a full body shot, I ain't gonna lie. You should get a full body shot. Cause we gonna be dancing.
If he goes down, he can. And if you stand here. Go down, go down.
Right here?
You come here, right in the middle. Let's go. It's fine, everyone's about to be standing still watching. How's that?
Here we go. Hey. Where's my dad? Like, y'all bring in. That looks crazy.
football fans. Non-stop. Hello from the Spanish capital. We find ourselves tonight here at the home of Atleti, the Estadio Metropolitano. I'm Derek Ray, positioned here on the commentary gantry, and alongside me at the microphone is Stuart Robson. And no question, this ought to be a game that gets pulses racing. It's Spain versus Argentina.
Well, both managers will be reminding their players of starting the game quickly, hitting the opposition back, playing the ball forward and regaining possession as quickly as possible. Hopefully we get a really good game here.
Now they can reset the defence.
Well, that is exactly what is needed. A good old-fashioned defence.
Didn't look like a free kick. And just a warning.
Yeah, a bit of authority early in the game here.
Well, he really is danger personified, but in this game, Stuart, what do you think we might see from him?
Well, how many times have we seen it? He's a magnificent crosser of the ball, and he will be a major threat today.
Oh, it's developing nicely for them here. Oh, a fantastic save. But the offside flag has gone up, and it grinds to a halt. Safely away. To try to keep it. Decent position. Can he give them the lead? In it goes! Well, it will not stand. Offside, Stuart.
Well, it looked close, didn't it? He certainly...
Well, it's a decent looking attack, this, but a good piece of defending to bring it to an end.
CGN, baby!
Almada.
Hey, turn my phone, turn my phone.
Maintaining possession proving difficult.
Someone that has some soul. They're MIT though.
Now options are plenty. Making sure there was no danger in the end.
Well, no chance there. That was a good bit of defending.
Free kick here.
What? So this is Justin Bieber. Justin Bieber.
Toughing it out.
Justin Bieber.
Well, there's a really stylish piece of running. Well, nothing comes of it. It looked promising. Martinez. Unable to hold his run, and that's offside. Advantage with them. Referee says play on. And with that, the attack fizzles out.
JB chat.
And so it is. The first half has come Beginning of the second half here at the home of Atletico in Madrid. Baena. It's with Oyasama.
What's up, man? I was trying to get those tips in.
Covering tremendous ground here.
We down here. We're trying to wave to the
going to be? Oh, back out of the way, crucially. Putting it out of play for a throw-in.
Yeah, y'all gonna have to wait. Just gotta go in there.
Bro, did you see BTS?
Yeah, I see VGS.
They stopped them in their tracks. Can they forge ahead from this corner kick? Let's see.
Well, they haven't created too much lately, but the fans know this is a chance to take the lead here.
And the danger's still on.
I can't. We're trying to get through.
Well, nothing to split the two sides, but this move looks promising. Possibilities for them to counter. And a disappointing end to that.
Yeah, I think they should have done that a lot quicker.
Well, he was one of their better players in the first half, but needed to be better still. Your thoughts?
Yes, there's certainly room for improvement. He struggled to have any real impact on the game. He hasn't gotten the ball enough, and when he has, he's given it away cheaply. But I'm sure we'll see a marked improvement in the second half.
So up with the line and a throw-in. Now Molina. Slight miscue in the final third. Nicely timed tackle. And they will make the change now. Plenty of support here. With authority, close. Wasteful from Spain. Has gone over the touchline for what will be a throw-in.
The stats don't lie. It's been very tense and an even battle so far. But neither the side has played with enough quality to pose a real threat going forward, and that needs to change.
Hang on a minute, Stuart. Opportunity unfolding. Well, that's a moment he'd like to airbrush from history. Not a good attempt.
Well, lots of power, but no control whatsoever. That's a real waste.
Oyarzabal. Baena. And a goal here might be the clincher. Now we're inside the final 10 minutes in this one. Oh, it wasn't the best of challenges.
Yo, that looks sick.
Medina.
Wow.
Despite the foul, they keep going. Just the challenge that was required. Good advantage there. Well, breaking at pace is always a possibility.
That's beautiful.
Over the touchline for a throw-in. Now they're going to alter things. Here's the substitution. Now Molina. Well, if you're wondering about added time, 2 minutes it'll be.
Wow.
Alex Baena. Cucurella. And that is it for the 90 minutes.
You gotta get the crowd. Everybody.
Pegging here.
I like this. I like this performance a lot. I like the message.
So they kick off again. What's it going to take to settle the outcome?
Oh my goodness!
And a throw-in forthcoming.
Oh my God, this is beautiful. This is beautiful.
Fernandez.
What a performance. Oh my God. That was amazing.
And with that, the attack breaks down.
That was amazing.
Perhaps they can counter from here.
In the chat. Oh my gosh, what a halftime show.
Space for Yamal.
What a halftime show.
Yeah, that was a good interception.
Performance in the chat, bro. Oh my days.
No one seems able to settle on the ball.
If you put all this together, it's his idea.
Chris Part, that was amazing. I love the last part. That was amazing. That last part was amazing. So that last part was amazing, bro. W halftime show. Oh, hey, oh. Hey, oh. That was a W halftime show, bro.
Situation at the back.
W's in the chat.
First period
chat,
of
I already performed.
Completed.
If you missed my performance, go back in the beginning of the stream. But I already performed. Go back in the beginning of the stream. I was the opening.
Here they go again. Second period of extra time.
You didn't even give me the whole.
This could be costly.
You were just filming a performance. Oh yeah. Oh, hey, oh. Hey, oh. Sir, what's up, bro?
The excitement of 2024.
You did?
Somebody to show a bit more creativity here.
Every sort of
it is to be a throw-in.
Hey, chat, W performance, bro. W performance, bro.
Oh, useful ball.
I liked it a lot. Everybody subscribe in the chat. Hit the like and sub button, chat. Subscribe.
Now in a more than decent position.
Let's go in.
Oh, he's been foiled. How pivotal could that be at this stage of the game?
Well, it was a good save, but that was the chance to win the game there. That could be their last opportunity.
Clearing is away.
How'd y'all like the performance, man?
What's up, boy?
It was goody.
Running out, but they could yet
you
win
loved it. Yeah, man.
You sound perfect, bro.
To decide the game, perhaps.
You know how Chris Brown when he dance, they be like,
It always had the potential to go the distance, and it has. So a penalty shootout is next.
Yeah. Cause this is the World Cup. Put your flags up in the air. Put your hands up in the air.
And so the penalty shootout about to commence. And as a player, this is when you have to hold your nerve. Oh, he saved it!
Why do they only have Spain?
Job done from the spot.
Hot dog!
Critical as always in Portugal. So lethal in front of goal. And up he comes, doing his best to remain focused.
Okay, it didn't work.
He's come up with the save.
You want it? Still got you.
Well, he just couldn't make it happen. And he finds the net. He could hardly miss. Oh, brilliant goalkeeping. Can he convert?
Everybody sub up.
And he scores.
Argentina. What a wonderful game. Everything has been absolutely amazing, bro. Everybody stream, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Appreciate all the stars, yo. Oh my God, everybody is sending so much stars. Appreciate the stars. I love y'all so much, bro. Thank y'all. It is currently 0-0. And this is absolutely stunning, bro. Vamos. Over 6. Oh, thank you. You can have your phone back, Stan. Hey, da. We gotta switch your carrier though. Who are you with? T-Mobile? Who are you with? Verizon? You gotta get AT&T. Holy guacamole. Turn up, chat. Hey. Wait, I want to get on a dance cam. We got to get on a dance cam. sub up, bro. We hit 58.6. What? We hit 58.6 million subscribers, bro.
Well, he looked really nervous.
Everybody keep liking, keep
subbing. It's a really poor penalty.
What?
He's got to hit the target there.
Let's go! Let's fight! We up! Huh?
You like the half-time show?
It was my favorite part was the last part.
I need to bring you to come and see Coldplay.
Yeah, why didn't Coldplay go?
No, they were at the end. They did the last bit. Oh. You will love their show. I'm going to bring you one.
Children are expressing their disappointment after the Tooth Fairy failed to collect their teeth.
No fair, fairy.
Not just the kids, you know.
No words from the Tooth Fairy. What hand should you do it?
Introducing QuickBooks with Intuit Intelligence. Ask questions to get instant answers and real-time insights that can grow your business. So whatever's holding you back, outdo it with Intuit QuickBooks.
Greatness doesn't happen overnight.
Social media is talking.
Every morning.
Social media is talking. That's why I never check
with
social media. I don't do it. All right, to the game about to start. Let's go. Keep that social media stuff away from me, bro. Yo, in a minute.
Parce qu'ils ont dominé, parce qu'ils ont eu beaucoup plus le ballon dans le pied. Mais
I don't need to watch that right now, bro.
Team John Strong, Stu Holden, guys, back to you.
All right, halftime.
Rebecca, thank you. Yes, second sub of the game for Argentina. It was an injury to Lisandro Martinez at the back. This, we would guess, is just a reaction to how the first half has gone. Nico Gonzalez, as we said, hadn't started a game at this tournament. This was the biggest start of his Argentina career, in fact. His day is done at the break. Leandro Paredes, 32-year-old regular starter for Argentina, is on now. An Argentina team playing in their 96th all-time world champions since Brazil in 1962. Spain, the reigning champions of Europe, trying to win the World Cup for a second time in their history. No changes for Spain at the break. Lamine Yamal trying to pick the pocket of Romero. Oh, Yazabal got a touch to it and sliding across there to break it up. Argentina scrambling at the back there. What are you looking for here second half?
That change for Argentina tells you everything you need to know about. Oh, it's almost another turnover from Paredes.
It is going to be a turnover. It's Baena who picks it up. It's Alex Baena right at Emi Martinez, his third save.
Well, Paredes straight into the game, and his first touch of the ball is a turnover, and he's in there to give them a little bit more in the middle of the field on the ball, some possession and also some help defensively. Goes straight to Baena, comes in on the right foot, doesn't get a hold of it. Comfortable save for Emi Martinez. But we're going to see really this second half, how do Argentina respond after that first half? Spain are going to do what they do. Can they stop them a little bit? Can they get some pressure like that? But then can they keep the ball and be dangerous in this part of the field? Alexis McAllister now has gone out to that left-hand side.
Rodrigo De Paul out on the right. Does Messi's influence in this game grow? And one of the interesting questions, that halftime was a little more than 10 minutes longer than a normal halftime is because of that wonderful musical performance. So who does that benefit? One team, both teams, that they've had a lot more time in the locker room than they normally would have. Down the line for Montiel to chase in a foot race with Laporte. And Laporte dove in there. Did he actually get a touch on that one? Eventually he did. Argentina's going to have their first corner of the game.
This might get changed. I actually think this ended up coming off the toe of Montiel. It's a great tackle from Laporte, but I think, yeah, it does look like it comes off his toe, but we'll see. We're going to review this one.
Bastian Dankert of Germany is the video assistant referee based at the VAR hub in Dallas, which is where the International Broadcast Center is. So it'd be up to him to look at the video and reverse the call.
And as of now, have not. And maybe it was too close that they just said, okay, it's a corner for Argentina.
Best goal-scoring team from dead balls at this World Cup, Argentina. Messi into the near post, trying to get the flick from McAllister. And last out off Alexis McAllister for a goal kick. And now Argentina's bench up yelling.
But that was a good sequence for Argentina. You did initially feel the difference in having Paredes on the field, being an option, coming underneath. Now you're going to see Alexis McAllister coming inside, trying to help with that overload, which means Tagliafico has to get wide for them and high. But now they're stepping up their press, being a little bit more aggressive, but it looks like certainly Paredes is going to try to stay with Dani Olmo. Wow, looks like Argentina ready a couple more subs potentially.
And that would be interesting to make a sub so soon in the second half like that.
Yeah, especially as you've had all that time at halftime to talk it over and you made one change. But I think already you're seeing the early effects and desired effects of the tactical tweaks that Scaloni made. He's a very, very good coach. I think still as much success as he has had, he flies under the radar and people just say, well, you've got Messi, you've got a group of really good players, but he has a really good feel for what the game needs. And he knew straight away, he's not afraid to make changes. Made one change already at halftime, giving them a little bit more connection on the ball, which was something they were missing in the first half.
We talked about this. Lionel Scaloni was highly criticized when he was given the job in the fall of 2018. He had no prior top-level experience. He'd been an assistant coach. It was seen by some in Argentina as kind of an insult that a guy with his lack of experience, not a star player, would be given the job. But he's done nothing but win, and he's trying to win a fourth consecutive major tournament final. Julian Alvarez plays it wide to Tagliafico. Facundo Medina is the player who had been starting at right back in this tournament, preparing to come on. There might be a second actually hiding underneath the roof of their bench down below us. Montiel takes a hard kick and a big shout as he goes down. It was Baena who committed that foul. Scan the QR code on the screen. Vote for the Michelob Ultra Superior Player of the Match. And you've got time to make that vote. The decisive player in this game has yet to make himself known. Keeping in mind that the final that we remember in Qatar between Argentina and France didn't actually really start until the last 20 minutes. Up until that point, it was a pretty slow burn, and it's Rodri who's down in pain right now. And some pushing and shoving.
Yeah.
Well, because they're trying to stand over him, the Argentina players right now.
Oh, here we go. And that's not the best place to do it, and he's going to pick up a straight yellow card here for a push. Sending Laporte down to the ground. Dani Olmo.
The only yellow shown in the first half was to Lisandro Martinez, who's been subbed off.
So Rodri's right in the middle of your screen and just gets a bump in the back from Paredes. Just off to the left right there. He's turning. And that's pretty cynical. But it wasn't seen by the referee initially.
So Paredes, who's just subbed on the field, Gets a yellow card about 6 minutes in.
It does tell you something, though, doesn't it? That perhaps he got a little bit from his coach Scaloni. Look, I want you in this game, and I want that type of physicality. I want you to mix it up. I want you to disrupt this Spanish team. But also now he's on a yellow, which makes it a little bit more difficult to be as aggressive as you would like in trying to be that type of player.
DePaul with Cucurella for company. Good work to find Martinez, though he plays it right to Rodri, who pumps it forward. Dani Olmo. Romero comes across to poke it away. Now Alexis McAllister has to find an option. Tagliafico, that'll be an Argentina throw. And it does not look like that substitution is imminent anymore. They've sent both Facundo Medina and Nahuel Molina back to the substitute area where they're warming up down in the corner.
It might have been one of those situations where he was thinking about, okay, I want to see how this starts, and if I need to make a change, I do. I think he'll be pretty happy with the response he's gotten from his team, at least now. Spain haven't found that rhythm. There's Paredes, and there's the shove on Dani Olmo. Slavko Vincic about 6 inches away from him, so you're not going to get away with that. And he'd actually, I think, initially gotten away with that shove in the back of Rodri.
And Montiel just felt the 2 hands in the back from Alex Baena and goes down. They're trying to play quick here as Spain were still arguing the point. That was good work by Lamine Yamal. They're tracking back defensively to knock that away. When will Lamine Yamal and Lionel Messi get their opportunities to be decisive in this game? That almost unbelievable photo that they took years ago when Yamal was an infant. Here's Oyarzabal now. Options outer side. Might just call his own number. No, he rolls it in for Fabian Ruiz. And it was knocked away there. Spain right back on the ball.
Oh, it was a great build-up from Spain. The fastest tempo we've seen them play at in a little while. But Lamine Yamal was wide open, didn't get the pass from Oyarzabal.
Porro brings it down, has Yamal in support. Here's Lamine Yamal now. Got the pass away, goes down. It was Tagliafico coming in a bit late. There's no whistle. Enzo Fernandez trying to find the outlet of DePaul. That was a hard one to handle. Messi tracking back to clean it up. And then Laporte goes down holding his face as Julian Alvarez challenged him in the air.
I think what you're seeing is the intensity and also the tension really ramping up in this game. This was the Spanish build-up. Fabian Ruiz, one touch, one touch, one touch. Then Oyarzabal's driving with, look at the top of the screen, just out of your picture. But Lamine Yamal, if Oyarzabal could have played him in front, he was screaming for the ball. Instead, he went for the nutmeg, but then didn't continue his run onto the ball, and it was cleared away by Otamendi at the end of that play. But beautiful play from Spain.
And in that sequence there, as you were looking at the replay, it's going to be threaded through first. Dani Olmo from the byline, cutting it back. Cucurella just beaten to it by Montiel. It's out for a Spain corner. But Argentina quickly withdrew those players. They're going to make a sub here in a moment.
Yeah, well, here they're not getting pressure on the ball, and Dani Olmo again just running off the shoulder. He found that gap because you saw Tagliafico went close to Lamine Yamal. Great cutback. Such a great ball because everybody's defending that cross in front of the goal. But it was a last-ditch tackle here from Montiel, just beating Cucurella. Starting to get a game now. Now you're starting to really feel it.
And before the corner's taken, you see Romero talking to the referee, Slavko Vincic. It's played in short. Yamal, Porro, and it's too deep to the back post. So on comes the man who was starting at right back at this tournament. Noel Molina was swapped out of the lineup today for Gonzalo Montiel, and they will swap back here early in the second half. Third substitution for Argentina. They have 2 more subs they can make, but only one window, one opportunity in which to make them because of the first half injury substitution. So that hamstrings Lionel Scaloni a little bit. And Spain have activity on their bench now as well.
And Molina more of an attacking right back. Still can defend, but I think with what Scaloni's feeling, if they can have a little bit more of the ball, what can make them dangerous is now starting to force the Spanish wingers to get back and defend. And if they don't, it gives Argentina more opportunity in the attacking third. You also want to keep fresh legs in those positions because you have very dynamic Spanish wingers that will attack you and keep attacking and draining you. So Molina's got a tough task on this left side because he's dealing with a lot of Cucurella and Baena.
Ferran Torres is preparing to enter for Spain. Jamal, good defending on the outside by Tagliafico. Now Tagliafico's trying to run forward. Enzo Fernandez just got it caught underneath his feet, and Jamal took it back for Spain. And Pedri is preparing to enter as well. A pair of Barcelona players in the wings for Spain. Dani Olmo, himself a Barcelona player. Speaking of which, Lamine Yamal. And yet the greatest Barcelona player of all time is wearing white and blue in this game, Lionel Messi. Porro is trying to maybe get some space on the outside for Yamal, and he ends up getting fouled. And a free kick now in an interesting position for Spain.
Yeah, interesting for sure. This is definitely a distance for a direct strike at goal. Pedro Porro takes a little kick, very clear, from Paredes, who is on a yellow card, on the back of his leg, right there, right leg. So it'll be interesting who ends up taking this one. They've got a number of options, but this does favor this angle a left-footed player, because if it was a right-footed player trying to hit that near post, you'd really have to get it around the wall with much more bend. But the left-footed player here, if it is Lamine Yamal and he's holding the ball, could this be his shining moment?
Having a hard time figuring out the little spray can there to set the mark of the free kick. There you go.
Oh.
As we said, these referees, they've got so much to deal with. They've got all the communications equipment running around with the spray. It's a lot.
And you'll keep a right-footed player here potentially to just have a little bit of deception maybe, and you might try and bend one towards the back post and keep this Argentine defense honest, as well as Emi Martinez guessing. And if he cheats a little bit, that's why you keep somebody over there potentially.
Oyarzabal walks away, buy into the right-footed option. The 19-year-old Lamine Yamal, the other, and it will indeed be Lamine Yamal, blocked by the wall, falls kindly for Baena. Baena blocked on the slide. Enzo Fernandez, dangerous clearance there as Julian Alvarez made the initial play, and last out for an Argentina throw.
I said this in the England game about Argentina, as we're going to get the subs now, but also their fans. They really lean into the fan support and the emotion, and little moments like that, tackles. And is it going to be Oyarzabal coming off and Fabian Ruiz?
So Mikel Oyarzabal, who had the record of having scored in every final in which he's played for club and country. Fabian Ruiz, who has not lost any of the 49 games he's ever played for Spain. Those two are off. Ferran Torres, who's not scored at this tournament, he's hit the bar twice, and he had the game-winning assist against Portugal. He is on, as is Pedri of Barcelona. The only player on this Spanish team to have actually played a season with Messi at Barcelona 6 years ago. And so Luis de la Fuente making his first 2 changes to try to get the balance back in his team's favor, and another free kick.
Yeah, I think that's a good word, the balance, because you're taking off a specialist goal scorer, a guy who's always there for the moments, and that's why it's a little bit surprising in a game like this that you're taking off for difference maker. I think what it's telling you is he wants energy at the front to keep pressing Argentina, not liking them having the ball as they play quickly.
It's taken quick for Yamal. 2 for company, and Tagliafico was in there. It's not a foul, it's a goal kick. All right, we knew this was coming. The temperature's going up. We got 30 minutes left in the World Cup final.
This is what Argentina won, though. This is the type of game they won, where they're being physical, they're getting stuck in, they're laying the body on the line for tackles, they're having little moments of possession, and that's for them when they can start to get up the field a little bit. So now I'm looking at this thinking, okay, what's Spain's response going to be with the ball?
Messi, McAllister took a bit of a touch there from a defender. That's Paredes sliding through. And you see Argentina still yet to register a shot, let alone a shot that has either found the back of the net or required a save. And we've played more than an hour here in East Rutherford, New Jersey, in front of 80,000 fans. Alex Baena. Boy, Molina knew it was coming there. Couldn't take him off the ball, though, and then those two tangle. And the Spanish bench and the Spanish fans are furious, but as Pedro is playing on, Dani Olmo, another potential foul. Martinez spills it. It's going to be out for a corner, and Slavko Vincic, the referee, has his hands full yet again.
He does. He's going to have to start thinking about some of the cards or more whistles to get a control of some of the physical play. This one takes a hop right before Emi Martinez. He gets his body behind it, but he's not able to gather it in or stop the ball, and it goes behind for another corner.
There have been more than a few awkward hops on this field, and that one was very tricky for Emiliano Martinez. Can Spain take advantage of a corner that on another day they might not have had if Martinez could just feel that cleanly? It's Yamal to whip it into the near post. It's McAllister awkwardly to clear back into the middle of the field. Porro resets for Yamal. He'll hook that one in. It took an offensive touch there, out for another corner.
Paredes is in a good spot to deal with this one. Great looking ball, just bending towards the goal at a nice height, looking for a red shirt. And they're again going to put this into the box. This is not what Spain do often. They normally play it short.
Baena into the mixer, batted down by Martinez. A scramble of bodies. Christian Romero was unsure who that last came off, and so he'll play safe and get it clear. That was really awkward looking for Emiliano Martinez, dealing with that in part because, as you could see there, that ball is coming out of the creeping shadow on the near sideline, and his eyes were right in the sun. And Argentina looks set to empty their bench and use their final 2 subs here in a moment. Well done by Pedri to bring down that bouncing ball. And it comes now to Cucurella. He had the game-winning assist in the European Championship final 2 years ago. It's Baena now from the corner, lifts it in. Martinez battling the sun, gonna play save. And then it's headed in behind. There was no pressure there. It's another Spain corner.
I know these are difficult moments, though, as defenders, because you have to be sure. You can't take a chance if someone's going to sneak in off your weak side. I mean, Martinez is trying to say, look, chest it back to me, but you also had a player right there for Spain.
It is Facundo Medina, and it is Giuliano Simeone, who was the surprise starter in the semifinal, preparing to enter for Argentina. It's Lamine Yamal to take corner kick number 6 for Spain, away by McAllister. Reset for Lamine Yamal. Couldn't cleanly split the double team, but he gets back to that ball. The header's right to Martinez off the head of Ferran Torres.
Well, Yamal does so well. He skips through 2 defenders here. Takes a little bounce in his favor, but does so well with the right foot just to keep it in. And a player down off the ball right now for Argentina. And this is, you're just seeing bodies crashing. Kubarsi goes down. There's nothing there.
And it looks like with the substitutions imminent and with the man down and under some real pressure, Argentina, they reach the second half hydration break, powered by Powerade. Going into the final portion of the FIFA World Cup final. Temperatures going up, but the game is still scoreless between Spain and Argentina.
With my new phone company, Menace Mobile, our pricing structure will be so confusing, it can only be described as evil.
That isn't evil. It's just typical phone company stuff. And besides, people just switch to Verizon.
With their new Simplicity plan, there's just one plan and one price.
What now?
And it's only $30 for a single line.
$30! So you're all choosing Verizon. Traitors!
Introducing the Simplicity plan, $30 for a single line.
Can you hear me now?
The FIFA World Cup is back, America, so jump on the bandwagon.
Do I look like a bandwagon fan?
Do you fancy salt and vinegar?
Why are you talking like that?
Come on, jump in. We can drive on the left side of the road.
Football, yeah. Soccer, no. No, I like my Ultra.
Michelob Ultra, official beer sponsor of the FIFA World Cup 2026.
Is David's backyard ready for the FIFA World Cup? Maybe he'll build it, like Beckham. Brilliant move here. David's going to the Home Depot for the assist. Bare covers in just one coat, so David can paint it, like Patricia. You know you missed a spot, right? Rip it like Rich. Plant it like Paige. There you go. Great work, guys. Keep it up.
Or watch it all happen just like Josh.
Very happy to help.
Beyonce and Jay-Z in attendance here, and it was indeed Cristiano Romero who was down receiving treatment. We'll wait to confirm the substitutions coming here. And what's interesting is that if it is indeed Simeone and Medina, that means Lautaro Martinez, one of the top scorers in Argentina's history, who scored the winner in the semifinal, would not be eligible to enter the game unless we get to extra time and Argentina get a sixth substitution, because this is them for making changes. You see how stark it is. They're getting outshot, they're getting outpossessed, and yet we're still scoreless with 20+ minutes to go. First of all, on the subs, but in general, what are the conversations like in the two benches there, you think?
And also, let's remind you, 12 of Argentina's 19 goals have come after the 75th minute. This is a team that scores late, that grows in confidence the longer the game goes on. And I think that's part of it. Even though you're feeling that momentum shift just a little, Spain looked the more dangerous attacking team. They've had the better chances. But this is an Argentine team. The longer the game goes tied, they start to think they can do it. And they only need one chance. We still haven't seen really Messi in the attacking part of the field. And that is what they will be hoping to achieve with some of these changes that they've made. But even Spain will be feeling that. Like, look, we've got to try to find a goal while we're on top. If we don't, we know that Argentina can find that one goal.
And it was indeed Romero as well as Rodrigo de Paul who came off.
Match day is finally here with...
It's Medina on the ball there. It's brought down well by Alvarez. Tagliafico knocks it forward, but can't do anything with it. Luis de la Fuente looking on. It was a late winner for Spain in the European Championship final 2 years ago. For that matter, it was an extra time winner for Argentina in the Copa America final. We mentioned all the late goals Argentina have scored. Spain as well have won 2 of these games here with very late goals from substitutes. So both of these teams are in fact quite comfortable if it gets late and nothing's been settled. Emiliano Martinez, this is his 15th career World Cup start. He's made more saves today than he ever has had to make. 5 in total in this match. There's Simeone's first touch since coming on. Son of Diego Simeone, three-time World Cup player for Argentina. Manager of quite a few of the players in this game at Atletico Madrid. That was off the side of Rodri's head. He couldn't find it. And now McAllister trying to open up to the far side. That's Nicolas Tagliafico running forward. Porro able to meet him and slow him up. Back to McAllister. When was the last time we saw Argentina with the ball in the attacking half like this?
Just chipping away, chipping away. But can they be dangerous? That's the question. They're certainly grown in their confidence.
And here's Lionel Messi on the ball. Medina running inside. It comes outside to Simeone. Simeone trying to cut it back into the middle. And now they get an issue the other way because Alex Baena's got nothing but green grass in front of him. At least he did. Argentina, boy, did they scramble back or what? All the games these players have played across the season and at this World Cup, all the travel across North America, all the extra time Argentina have played. Who was enough left in the tank? Julian Alvarez, maybe a chance to run there.
Nowhere to go. He thought about trying to outrun the Spanish defense, tries to then put the brakes on and come back, and Spain win the ball.
And Luis de la Fuente is trying to play his key card here off the bench. Not just Nico Williams, would have been starting perhaps in this tournament if not for some injury issues from Mikel Merino, who's come off the bench to twice score a winning goal in this tournament. They are both preparing to enter. And here is Lamine Yamal. McAllister comes to meet him and is left in his dust. Yamal couldn't angle that outside of the foot for Ferran Torres.
It's the battle of the benches now, though, and you've got, as we said, two really, really good coaches that just have their finger on the pulse of their teams. But more importantly, they have players that can execute and be difference makers. Marino is that guy. Nico Williams gives you a little bit more pace, a little bit more power running at players. Maybe that opens up the field.
Leona Martinez there. That was a tough first touch, and he just has to get rid of it under duress. Good step forward there to knock it away by Enzo Fernandez. I mean, you and I talked for months before this tournament. This was always going to be a World Cup of depth.
Yeah.
You're allowed 5 subs. You got a roster of 26, heat, travel, everything else. It's going to be the depth pieces that are decisive in this World Cup final. Dani Olmo and Alex Baena are the two players withdrawn.
But both coaches going to their bench so quickly, and even the subs that Scaloni made for Argentina just tells you the feeling of the urgency of not even, if it's even slightly starts to shift in momentum against them, they want to make the changes right away.
And a quarter hour to go. Argentina have scored more goals at this tournament after this point in games than any team in the history of the World Cup. And also played extra time more than any team in the history of the World Cup. Al-Kabarsi. It was just too far for Marino to control. It was knocked away, although Alvarez couldn't escape the other way. Good step by Rodri once again. He'll sweep it across to the near side. Nico Williams involved in the game for the first time. Pedri has Williams. Didn't like the angle. Rodri. Pedri in a good spot, takes the ball. Pedri saves Martinez, number 6.
And he just takes a tiny little push in the back as he goes to hit this, and it puts him off balance. I think it's Julian Alvarez. Watch as this strike. There's the push. Just that faintest touch as Argentina have turned it over again.
And it's Lamine Yamal, 1v1 with Tagliafico. In for Ferran Torres. Out for Lamine Yamal. Yamal cuts to the right foot. Yamal cutting it back. That was well read in there by Medina. Jumping forward there to get in front of Ferran Torres to clear. But the Spanish fans down to our left can feel it right now. Pau Kubarsi, and awkwardly dealt with by Martinez, not dealt with fully. That ball is still in play. Williams trying to control, 7 save for Martinez. Blocked out for another Spain corner, their 7th of the game.
And Kubarsi's looking for his first international goal in a World Cup final at 19. Hits a knuckler that Martinez, as you see, look, he's going right. He thinks it's got covered, and it just comes with so much pace that it just deflects, but he gets up quickly to react.
It's Nico Williams to take. And before it's taken, whistles from Slavko Vincic. And again, you can get a sense of how this ball's going to come out of shadow and right into the sun in the eyes of Emiliano Martinez. Williams just too tall. Whoever that target was, and it was close to it was Kubarsi. And he gets an extra earful from an Argentine defender.
Just bypasses everybody, but there's bodies grabbing, pulling, falling to the ground. Ferran Torres with his hands on Tagliafico. He goes to the ground. That one, now it's an Argentine throw deep in their end. They've been under pressure now for 5 or 6 minutes straight.
Kubarsi, strong header coming forward to win that immediately back for Spain. One of these unprecedented 2 teenagers on the field for Spain in this World Cup final, along with Lamine Yamal. And if this is perhaps going to be less like the last 2 finals, it's more like the ones before. Argentina lost a 1-goal game against Germany. In 2014, Spain won a 1-0 game against the Netherlands in 2010. But when the history's written, no one asks how you won it, just that you did.
Starting to see some heavier legs, though, from the Argentina side because they've been chasing the ball for the majority of the game. And even when they feel like they have an opportunity to try to get a little bit of pressure, Spain pop it around, they get out of that pressure, and then now they just get you deeper and deeper.
And they've had to work so hard for every one of their wins in the knockout stage. Deflected cross, another Spain corner on the way. With just about 10 minutes plus stoppage time to go here in New Jersey. Yamal will take it short for Williams. Williams in for Pedri, able to turn. Pedri the return, Nico Williams from the byline, right in front, and it's right to Martinez again. That was Laporte. Would have been an interesting review whether that ball was still in play or not, but it's an 8 save for Emiliano Martinez. He's trying to go quick to get Simeone on the run. Unai Simon out to deal with it, and then collision there at the end of the play.
But the biggest thing you could still say for this Argentina team, under pressure, conceding chances, they still, in the biggest moments, find ways to get contact, to get bodies on you, to get bodies in front of the ball. Pretty clear, just a little shove in the back. Cucurella sells it a little bit. Look, as he's trying to attack this, he's got to get over Medina. And Medina does well just to stand his ground and not allow Laporte to get a full contact on that.
Rodri is weaving his way through. Hands off to Pedro Porro. And as you said, Argentina doing a lot of running, doing a lot of chasing.
And Pedri's made a big difference coming in as well. He's just gliding around the field. His job is to unlock the defense. He just tries to unbalance it. Here he is now in possession again.
Pedri And Marino wasn't quite the angle he wanted. McAllister, Enzo Fernandez was blocked off it. And Argentina can't really complain. It's no different from some of what they've been doing to the Spanish players, and it's going to be the yellow card for the dissent there. Enzo Fernandez got to be careful because then he claps at Slavko Vincic. He's not going to get a second yellow card in quick succession.
It speaks to their frustration, quite frankly. And look, he feels, but just look, there's three bodies around the ball. It makes it so difficult. He feels that he was going to get to that, and I don't think he was, but Rodri was right there in front of him.
Simon going long, and that will find Emiliano Martinez, who incidentally has tied a World Cup final record. 8 saves made, matches the 8 saves made by Brazil's Claudio Taffarel at the Rose Bowl in the final in '94. Now that also included an extra 30 minutes of a final that Brazil ended up winning in a penalty shootout.
And still, no shots for Argentina in the 83rd minute of the game.
Otamendi under some pressure there on that ball, just plays safe and out. Marino rising up, gets the flick. Ferran Torres trying to return. Marino knocks it wide. Yamal comes to get it. Not a foul there as Williams goes down. Messi, one of the few times today he's been able to actually get on the run with the ball. He tries to send Molina forward, and Laporte is there to clean it up with Unai Simon. And Marino just draws the foul off Enzo Fernandez.
Yeah, Messi hasn't been able to do anything because Argentina haven't had the ball. He needs the ball in the attacking half to make a difference. He's not going to make a difference when he's defending, when he's chasing the ball around the field.
The President of the United States looking on, the President of FIFA next to him. Who will he be handing the trophy to, and when? Will it come after 90 minutes or 120? Here's Lamine Yamal. Ferran Torres making the run. Torres has it now, trying to cut it in, had it blocked. Medina got his body in the way. Some tired players out there. Who's got the extra burst when it's needed most? Just about 5 minutes plus stoppage time to go. As it stands, extra time to follow. Unless someone can break through. McAllister there just to sweep it out for a throw.
And just for some context on the Messi numbers as well. He's got 22 touches throughout the game, just 7 in the second half. And that last sequence was most of those.
Long switch to Nico Williams, brings it down in some space. Molino waiting, and Williams cuts it in, trying to cut it back. It was a good tackle in the end. But again, Argentina can't get the ball, they can't break out, they can't create an attack.
But they can frustrate you. And we've seen teams do this to Spain all the time. It's just not typically Argentina. It's actually the way Spain went out of the 2 previous tournaments, was teams grinding them down, going to penalties. Maybe feels that way that it's going right now for Argentina. It's not what you want to do, it's what they force you to do, and they force you to play a different game. But the greatest quality of some of the best teams in the world is to play the game that is given to you.
Marino for Rodri. For Lamine Yamal, Tagliafico the defender. Back in for Rodri. A bit behind Marino, but able to hold it in. Sweeps it up, Ferran Torres puts it wide.
Well, he's starting to run off the shoulder a lot. Starts inside, now you see that space. Because Otamendi had stepped in and then just pulls it wide. He actually stays step for step with him. Medina had come across to help out. And Ferran Torres is trying to take that first time. He's actually trying to get all the way across it to find the far post, but does not contest the goal of Emi Martinez. And Argentina, no interest in trying to play out of the back. They're just going to use this as a long goal kick opportunity, try to win the second ball, try to keep the ball in Spain's half just for maybe 20 seconds of the game.
Well, start the stopwatch then. McAllister gets a flick. Was that 20 seconds? Because it's over.
That was 12.
And Yamal almost gave that to Julian Alvarez. Pedri. And that was kind of awkwardly there. It's going to actually work for Nico Williams in the end. Molina had a chance to get it clear and just missed it in the air. There's Nico Williams again, dealt with injuries all spring, dealt with an injury at this tournament. Can he be decisive? Kubarsi, the teenage center back. In for Marino. A lot of bodies in there, crowded off it, trying to play for Torres, held in by Porro. Here's Lamine Yamal. Yamal looking for space. Tagliafico won't give it to him, but he can't take him off the ball either. Still Lamine Yamal. Hands it off to Rodri. Rodri sweeps it along for Nico Williams. Medina will defend him. Trying to get some support. He knocks it away. Now Medina needs some help. Can't do anything with that. Just gives it right back out.
I'm looking up the field from where he was. There's just no options. There are no options for him to play the ball. Tries to find a teammate, and it's gone. And even just watching Julian Alvarez, he's dead on his legs. He can't move, can't press. And Kubarsi's now pushing in. Spain pushing all the numbers forward. And Lamine Yamal's attracted bodies right up the middle.
Rodri, all the space and time he wants, but he can't hit the target. 13th shot for Spain to 0 of Argentina.
Not the most prolific, but has scored some great goals in his career. Now, you normally see him hanging back. He saw the space, just drifted into that little pocket there in front of the back four. He doesn't mind taking the shot, but he says, give it, keep it moving. Spanish fans can't watch on. They've had the better of the game, and I think that's what they know. They know that familiar feeling where they have all of the ball and they can't find the goal, knowing what is still on the other side.
Messi on the ball. Can't get anywhere. And we're less than 30 seconds away from finding out how much stoppage time we'll have before the possibility of extra time. Spanish World Cup winners looking on right now, including Andres Iniesta in the top right, who scored the winning goal of the final in 2010, deep into extra time. Alvarez took the bump. We will play 4 added minutes here in New Jersey in the World Cup final. And that's going to be a free kick for Argentina. If you're Argentina, are you just trying to survive the next 4 minutes and regroup for extra time? Or are you trying to go win this?
Well, if you're trying to survive the half. So yes, but it does give you another sub. It does give you a chance to refresh. It does, for them, prove beneficial. And this is a team that's gone to a lot of extra times throughout this tournament and throughout 2022 as well. So they don't panic. If anything, they thrive.
That's something Lionel Scaloni said coming in. This team actually plays better when they're under pressure, when their backs are against the wall. Messi ran into Laporte, and then the referee blocks the crossfield pass.
Well, I think what Slavko Vincic was trying to do here was play an advantage.
Something he's known for.
Yes, and he was trying to hit the ball to the far side of the field, ends up hitting him. There was definitely a foul on Messi, whereas Argentina are saying, look, we'd actually prefer the set piece, because now it gives us a chance to bring some guys up and potentially get our first shot of the game.
I mean, they wouldn't
that
they?
Be something?
With their first shot of the game in second half stoppage time, that's not how they win the World Cup, is it?
They're hoping so.
Messi will just play it wide to Simeone. Cucurella cuts him off, back to Messi. Does he have any runners? Does he have any options? Enzo Fernandez, Lionel Messi ran away from him. They want to foul off Rodri. They're not going to get. Important interception by Paredes. Last man back. It's Julian Alvarez now. Simeone chance to cross, and Unai Simon, who's had nothing to do all day, gets that moment right. We still got 2 minutes to go, and he rolls it out quick. Rodri up ahead. It's going to find Nico Williams. Tagliafico diving in, couldn't stop it. Nico Williams running through. Nico Williams saved. Emi Martinez, ninth save of the game, more than any goalkeeper in the history of the World Cup final. And then a huge collision between Enzo Fernandez and Pau Kubarsi. Enzo Fernandez already on a yellow card. There's number 2. His day is done.
Rush of blood to the head for Enzo Fernandez. Gets caught in the moment here. Chance for Argentina, then straight down the other end. It was a chance for Spain. Great defending, big save. And then Enzo Fernandez doesn't need to go into this, just overcommits. And he's already committed to it. Absolutely a foul. Kubarsi goes flying in the air. And how significant will that be? Because now, if we get to extra time, Argentina going to be playing down a man for 30 minutes. And I'm not sure what he's protesting.
Well, there's something here, something on Argentina's bench, and they're pointing and they're upset about something. Now the Argentina players are pointing and they're upset about something. And Slavko Vincic just trying to get this thing to calm back down. Mark Clattenburg, I mean, this is part of the VAR protocol now, but is there anything in that that would overturn the second yellow and the sending off?
Before this tournament, VARs couldn't interfere in second yellow cards, but they can from this tournament onwards, and they can review second yellows, but they cannot have a case here. This was a clear reckless challenge. He comes in with some speed, he makes a clear contact, so he can have no support from the VAR, and the referee was correct to issue this second yellow card.
And so Enzo Fernandez, who scored the tying goal in the semifinal, will play no more part of the final.
But how about for Enzo Fernandez? You pick up your first yellow for dissent, and then that's the way you go off right there. And now, I don't think that would have been a red card had he not been on a yellow to that point.
So that's what they're arguing, is that Marc Cucurella said something to Messi, and that's another rule change. If you cover your mouth and you say something confrontational, and you're covering your mouth so no one can see what you're saying, you could be sent off for that. And that was what Argentina were arguing. And Bastian Donker, that would be quite a call for him to make. And meanwhile...
And we haven't even had a look at the save that Emi Martinez had to make.
We had about 90 seconds of stoppage time remaining. The ball is back in play now. Argentina are playing with 10. Can Spain win the game in normal time? Can they win the World Cup for the second time in their history? Can Argentina survive to extra time and regroup? And can Spain get back to that rhythm that they had before that stoppage? Here's Rodri. He's got a big run from Porro. Creates space for Lamine Yamal. Tagliafico defending. Yamal draws 2 for company. Can't get through Tagliafico. Julian Alvarez comes out of there with the ball. He's got no options. He's got nothing he can do. He gives it away in the middle to Cucurella. Quickly back forward. That's going to be a foul. Free kick in a great shooting position for Spain with what might be the final chance of the World Cup final.
These type of tackles end up coming when you're just a little chaotic and the ball is turned over. You're out of shape. You smell a little bit of danger. And it's Paredes who's late. Yes, absolutely a foul. And right in the middle of the field, right in the middle of the goal, gives you so many options here if you are Spain. It's going to be fascinating what they end up doing here.
Pedro Porro and Lamine Yamal are the 2 over the ball right now.
And maybe it's something off the training ground. Maybe it's a little bit of trickery. Pedro Porro, the way he's setting up, makes you think that at least he's trying to portray that he's going to be taking this. And why I say it's difficult for keepers here is because your wall can't really cover just the one side. You try to put them one side, you cover the other, but also at this distance you can get up over the top, but you can go either way. And sometimes goalies start to guess. You got the Spanish legends on the edge of their seat. Hoping Spain can win their second World Cup final.
And about 80,000 others here in the building and billions around the world.
And now Lamine Yamal touching it.
On the edges of their seats. We are into the 98th minute of the World Cup final. Pedro Porro and the 19-year-old Lamine Yamal. How do you become a global legend? You score this to win the World Cup. Easier said than done, of course, against Emiliano Martinez, who's having a historic day in goal for Argentina. And still we're making sure that everyone in and around the wall is being placed in the appropriate spot. Those Spanish players trying to screen Martinez's view. Here we go. It's Lamine Yamal, save number 10 of the day. Emiliano Martinez has a broken finger on his hand, and he's a brick wall today.
And he trusts his wall. Lamine Yamal goes goalkeeper's side, hoping that he goes the other way. The ball's back in play.
Final chance. Williams off the short corner. That was meant for Kumarsi. It's tackled away, and normal time ends in the World Cup final. We will play extra time in New Jersey. Emiliano Martinez, the hero, but someone still has to win this thing. Rebecca Thierry, Zlatan, and Alexi on the other side of the break. players. So theoretically, by that logic, it is still 11 v 11. But as you've said, they have to get him the ball for him to do anything. Here's Pedro Porro now for Spain. Back out for Lamine Yamal. Porro. Ferran Torres, and crowded off it. Tagliafico trying to escape, collides awkwardly with Porro. It's an Argentina free kick, but it's Pedro Porro who's down. And what can...
Has maybe not had the spectacular moment, but he's had one of the very key moments in this run. And now he's chasing and putting pressure to Emiliano Martinez. Gonna lift this forward. Otamendi got his head to it in the middle of the
Simeone sells it for Messi, plays it too far for Simeone, and it's cleared away. Jamal was offside, so he couldn't get involved. That's a little bump there from Nico Williams. It's another free kick as we enter the 120th and final minute of the game.
Messi was coming over to get it. He was trying to take it more inside. Slatko Vincic is going to make sure he gets this right, puts it at the appropriate place where the foul was.
I mean, this is the kitchen sink. This is the Hail Mary. This is it for Argentina. And it's the man that they would want more than any other in the history of the sport, standing over it. 30 seconds plus whatever stoppage time will be played here in the World Cup final. It's going to be rolled short to try to advance Messi forward. Messi in for Simeone. Simeone into the middle. It almost went in. Who'd have come off last? It's a corner for Argentina.
Wow. Wow. Spain furious that they're marking there. Everybody backed off. Messi sees it, plays a little quick 1-2. Slips in Simeone, and there's bodies crashing in front. I think it was Marino who got to that.
Messi to take the corner. 5 added minutes. 5 minutes still to be played in the World Cup final. Emiliano Martinez will stay at home. No goalkeeper forward just yet. Messi, right in front, knocked down by Simone. It's a scramble of bodies, and we'll do it again. And the place is dead silent. There's no roar. There's just shock and horror from 80,000 fans. Lionel Messi, oh, before the whistle goes, the pushing and shoving.
And Spain are so concerned about this ball being whipped in right on top of Unai Simon that they're leaving. Now they're looking over at their coach, De La Fuente. Do we come out? Do we mark? Because you see Messi oftentimes pop it into somebody and get it back.
Messi directs traffic. He'll send into the near post, trying to get the flick. Bodies fly. It's put over. That was Simeone.
Oh, what a chance. What a chance. The fans behind the goal can't believe it. He can't believe it. So much time to take that ball. He's just leaning back as he hits it, and it puts it over the bar. He's going back, his momentum away from the goal, and he's just trying to get his foot around to hook that ball towards the goal. Emi Martinez can't believe that they're pushing.
That was their second shot of the entire game. The Otamendi header earlier was counted as a shot as well. It's cleared back in the middle of the field. Senesi throwing his body in. Zubimendi's there. Senesi's down hurt behind the play. Pedro Porro just trying to find some daylight, trying to keep it for Spain. Hooks it forward. Knocked away by Medina in front of Lamine Yamal. Paredes able to keep it. Emiliano Martinez has it now. 3 minutes to be played. Martinez goes long. And a tangle off the ball. And this is going to be another free kick for Argentina. No, it's actually just out for a throw. It was being whistled. Argentina have it one way or the other. Messi hooks it in. Comes back to McAllister. Nowhere for him to go. Rolled out to the far side. Ahead now, Medina, and that one's going to go against Argentina. Foul off the ball, free kick Spain.
Well, you can't make those types of fouls when you're attacking. Another look at the chance. You've got some pressure coming from Nico Williams. And you see that little gap he was trying to find down to Unai Simon's left. The reaction from Messi says it all.
Spanish fans know they're 2 minutes away.
Alcaraz looking on. He's been nervous all game.
They're trying to get it back out to Lamine Yamal. It's going to be hooked forward by Medina instead. We'll see who won that header. Clip forward. Otamendi fouled. 90 seconds to play. Messi will set the ball for the free kick. Whatever you have drawn up for a moment like this, it's going to be clipped forward. It's right to Unai Simon. And he'll milk all the time he can. It will be his unprecedented in history 7th shutout of this World Cup, Unai Simon. And they're almost there. Played in the space for Nico Williams. His assist, 39 seconds into the second half of extra time, is the decisive moment right now. Spain are 60 seconds away from winning it for a second time in their history. A match of 2 years in the making of European champions and South American champions, and the defending world champions as well. Ferran Torres, the game-winning goal scorer, is it tackled away. Cucurella beaten to the loose ball. It's a bump. It's a free kick for Argentina with 30 seconds to go.
It looks like maybe Emi Martinez is going to take this. They're going to push everybody up. Truly last chance now for Argentina.
80,000 fans on their feet. Emiliano Martinez has been heroic today with a record 11 saves in the final. And with the last chance of the game, he'll lift this ball forward. Simon thought about coming, stays at home. It's knocked down and only finds Ferran Torres. His final touch of the game. He had the decisive touch as well. Spain, for the second time in their history, have won the World Cup.
Spain, kings of football once again. Their football ran supreme. It was a joy to watch this team. The way they moved the ball, so harmonious, so many connections across the field. And at the end of the day, too much quality for Lionel Messi and Argentina. They were the better team. They were the best team. And they played the most beautiful stuff. Congratulations, Spain. And thank you for all the wonderful football that you played.
So to your point, the king is dead. Long live the kings. Messi and Argentina's reign is over. And the sun rises on Spain's reign atop the soccer world. Rebecca Lowe, over to you as it finishes here in New Jersey in the World Cup final. After extra time, Spain won, Argentina nil.
Yes, baby.
As the two managers embrace
Yes, baby.
Stu Holden, thank you very much. There are plenty of words being exchanged between the two sets of players down there. Spain, though, and their
W's in the chat, bro. W's in
heritage win the World Cup. Nicolas Otamendi and Rodri going at it a little.
the chat.
The first time
W's in the
since
chat.
2010. The second time Spain will take the
W's in the
trophy home with them. The best defense, by the way, by a World Cup winning team in history, although today they didn't need to defend too much. Alexi Lalas, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Thierry Henry watching on. Zlatan, let me come to you first. Stu Holden said it in commentary, Spain is the star in this team.
W's in the chat.
Listen, football won today. The way they play football, the way they played in this tournament. When you watch football, this is what you want to see. When a team plays that way and they get credit for it. Because often teams try to play, they try to do something, but when they don't win, people say, yeah, you don't win by doing like that. But they get credit because they won and they do it in their own way. Today we had Argentina that had 0 shots on the goal. 0 shots. Best defense in the tournament Spain, and the right team won. And if you ask me before the tournament, I said Spain is gonna win, but I supported Croatia because
This is in the chat, bro.
my roots were there. But I really said that
Oh
Spain
my
is gonna
God.
win. And when I say things happen.
Thierry, your thoughts?
The best team won. They're European champion for a reason. And a lot of people thought that European team couldn't do well in South Africa.
Oh my God, W's in the
This
stream.
side of the world, sorry. In
Yes.
America, you have 3 European
Yes.
teams in a semi-final.
Nice meeting. Oh my God. W's in the stream, bro.
And if the bounce, what did I say at the beginning? A goal score. Those guys it's too much. I had the opportunity to play for Barcelona. You know, that's nothing to do with that, but I was part of a team like that where what we were doing off the ball was second to none. The ball, you already know when you see it again. But the best team.
Can I get a yes in the chat, bro?
Once again, Spain win.
Oh my God. Holy crap. Oh my God. Yes, can I get some water? Give me the water, give me that water.
Like I said to you,
oh my God.
They've been working for a long time. Check out the first time they've been able to win a tournament. It's recent in terms of football years. So when you work, you have a plan, an identity, and a philosophy, and you go about it the right way, you can eventually win. Whoever wants to understand that one also understand that one.
We'll talk more about their identity, their heritage, their history to come, and why they are once again world champions. But Alexi, some thoughts from you?
Well, I mean, look, substitutions. Spain not afraid to show the depth that they have, making changes throughout the game, not missing a beat. Patience, even though they were up against a team that was just going to absorb pressure. They never lost any of their focus. They never lost any of their confidence. Balance, we talk about the balance and the way they spread the wealth, even though they have stars out there. Defense, we always talk about it.
And we hit 1 million viewers.
Example of it today. I will say this particular Spain team, in terms of their possession, I think is more interesting, more entertaining, but still the same kind of success that happened in 2010. And it's in the culture in terms of how they want to play. It doesn't mean they don't grow, doesn't mean they don't evolve, but it is in their DNA when it comes to the possession, and when they're out of possession, it comes to where they need to be on the field.
Luis de la Fuente with another trophy in the cabinet.
We did it, baby.
Ferran Torres off the
We had
bench
1 million.
and into the history books. His extra time goal has won the World Cup for Spain.
Viewers at the World Cup final.
How is it looking back home? Well, the party's only just starting in Madrid. My goodness. Did Spain and those fans have to be patient today? But the job is now done. Spain are world champions again. Stay with us. Plenty more to come from New York, New Jersey.
I finally did it, 2026.
From the producers of Nutella.
Everybody subscribe, man. Oh my gosh. I gotta do a backflip, baby. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh my days.
स्पेन डिजर्व एक गोल खाया पूरे उसने बेल्जियम के अगेंस्ट
I'm the wrong person to be mad at. I'm just to watch you.
the rest of the life became tomorrow.
We gotta watch him lift up the trophy, chat.
Bye bye. Let's go.